Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
Everything concerning Nigeria is so suspicious and is despicable as a drama unfolds in the House of Senate. Drama in Senate as a suspicious 206 billion naira arms purchase fund found in Humanitarian Affairs Ministry's budget. Drama in Senate as suspicious 206 billion naira arms purchase fund found in Humanitarian Affairs Ministry's budget. Now, there was a mild drama on Thursday at the Senate Committee on Special Duties when the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Ajia Sadia Umar Farouk, appeared at the National Assembly. The drama began when, barely a month after she denied knowledge of 206 billion naira inserted into her ministry's budget. She made a U-turn on Thursday and claimed that the controversial whooping amount was for military equipment. She insisted in response to a question by a member of the committee, Senator Lillian Ekwenife, PDP Anambra Central, that she was surprised when, upon investigation at the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, she discovered that the money was meant for the purchase of a military hardware. I don't really understand. Now, again, she insisted in response to a question by a member of the committee, Senator Lillian Ekwenife, PDP Anambra Central, that she was surprised when, upon investigation at the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, she discovered that the money was meant for the purchase of a military hardware. Umar Farouk had recently disowned the source of the whooping amount inserted in her ministry's budget when she appeared before the Senate Committee on Special Duties, chaired by Senator Yusuf Abubakar Yusuf, APC Taraba Central. She said on the 206 billion naira, when we saw it, we didn't understand what it was meant for because the explanation wasn't clear. If you put 206 billion naira in the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry's budget and the narration is about the purchase of military equipment, definitely something is wrong. That's why I said I'm not going to say anything about it until we get clarification from the Ministry of Finance. If we had requested for 206 billion naira for a different project, and then in the appropriation bill it is reading something else, we will not own it, Umar Farouk stressed. The drama took a twist when she was further asked whether she requested 206 billion naira for another project. To this, she replied, "It is not exactly that way, and that's why we need that clarity from the Finance Ministry." The permanent secretary of the ministry, Sani Guazo, however, courted the wrath of the committee's chairman when he described the padding as a minor mistake. Is there anything minor mistake? Well, his utterances did not go down well with Senator Yusuf, who shouted at him and asked him to sit down. The minister was at the National Assembly last week to defend her ministry's 2023 budget before the Senate Committee on Special Duties. She explained that the ministry requested some projects for the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, and National Social Safety net project in the 2022 budget, but that funds for the proposed projects were not released. Now, she, however, said the ministry was surprised that the money inserted was now 10 times higher than the 2023 budget of the ministry. One of the committee members, Senator Elisha Abo, APC Adamawa North, has discovered the anomaly and asked the minister to explain the 206 billion naira in our ministry's budget. The minister expressed the surprise and said, "Yes, we made mention of the project for 2022, which were not released, and part of it was for the NEDC. The money was not released, and now we have seen it recurring by almost tenfold, and we are also going to clarify from the Ministry of Finance to know why this increase, despite the fact that the previous years the money was not even released for the project." So we will get there soon and we'll get the details then sent to you on that. on upscaling of the National Social Safety Net project. These projects are under the National Social Safety Net, the conditional cash transfer, the updating of the National Social Register, and the rapid response register, as well as cushion the effect of inflation. This is all I can say for this. I cannot really give full details of how this amount is going to be utilized, because it is something that was negotiated between the Ministry of Finance and the World Bank. Senator Abu had expressed shock at the minister's response and said that the country would not continue to borrow money and plunge the country into debt. This is serious. We cannot continue to borrow money and plunge this country into debt for our children to come and pay without investing in what they will see, he said. The chairman of the committee therefore moved a motion to summon the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, to come and give an explanation about the 206 billion naira inserted in the Ministry of Finance and the ministry budget. Senator Yusuf said, I want to move a motion that the Minister of Finance should appear before this committee to furnish this committee, to make sure to defend herself, furnish the committee with details of what they intend to do with 206 billion naira in the 2023 budget. Now that the minister has said that she is not in charge of negotiation, of course, she is not. The Minister of Finance is responsible. Wow. People, my people, open at the year. Open at the see things they happen, or things are happening. Now, budget or no budget. Now, the mistake in here, or how could this be funny? It's not even funny, because according to the headline, says a drama in Senate House as a suspicious 206 billion arms purchase fund found in Humanitarian Affairs Ministry's budget. What's the money looking for there? What's the diversion? What's the coloration? Who signed the money? Who gave the money? That's what it is. Who gave all that for them to release the money? And how is the money in the account? Is it through cash, or online wire transfer? I don't even know. Well, they said that there was a negotiation between World Bank and the Nigerian government on the parastatals in representing finance or thereabout, because it was a meal drama on Thursday at the Senate Committee House on Special Duties, when the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Hajiya Sadiya Umar Farouk, appeared at the National Assembly. The drama began when, barely a month after she denied knowledge of 206 billion naira inserted into her ministry's budget, she made a U-turn on Thursday and claimed that the controversial whooping amount was for military equipment. Wow. The same way they thought fire burned this thing, something happened, and this led to that led to this, and then money was missed. Snake started swallowing money. Snake started swallowing money. Wow, Nigerians. Hey, now let's even check comment section. Let's check a little and see what people are saying, so that we can know our left from our right. Well, this administration is the most corrupt administration in the history of Nigeria. Honestly, how can a man who claims to be a man of integrity be so sandwiched with corrupt ministers? People he claims to trust and believe in. People he picked himself after wasting 6 whole months before announcing their appointment. And this is how they claim they were feeding Nigerian school student children, running into billions of naira during the COVID-19 lockdown, during the COVID-19 lockdown, when schools were not even in operation. This woman is truly criminally intelligent and criminally minded. Now, this is what you see when there is tribalism in governance. That is why Buhari, put all his brothers there. Competency, zero. Everything about Buhari's government administration, dispensation, zero. Debt, recession. Nigeria, Buhari will be the first president who will experience recession twice in 4 years, 2 times in 4 years. Well, this one I'm going to draw because I like you to share your views in the comment section. It's so very, very appalling.